What is going on, everybody? DJ Neeks here, and welcome back to our A through Z playthrough for Heroes of the Storm. Today, we have landed upon Jaina Proudmoore, or Dreadlord Jaina, depending, of course, on which skin you decide to use. Which I love that this is one of those skins where a lot of things, including the voice lines you can use, change based on the skin you choose. Just great. It's one of my favorite skins in the game because, well, as a Horde player, this is a skin that has quite a bit of a history and an inside joke amongst us. But anyway, Jaina, since she entered the Nexus, what's it been now? A few years? I think she was announced a few years ago, and she entered the Nexus a couple years ago. And she was one of the most well-designed characters in the game. But she was also very, very, very insanely strong because everything in her kit was about designing, or it was about slowing enemies. But then she had abilities like Sprint and Bolt of the Storm. So she had all this extra mobility on top of her being able to slow down every enemy. It was insane how good she was. Also, her Elemental ult... at first was like, whoa, you can actually summon this like pet-like thing as an ult? That's crazy. No one had ever seen that before. At some point, though, they realized, it's not really that strong, and the meta kind of shifted over to her Ring of Frost to be able to root potentially the entire enemy team and just do a ton of damage in that regard in a big team fight. Now, I always was fond of the Blizzard build, Jaina, because of how much range and just area of effect damage it would do in an area, especially for wave clear, because I love characters that do great wave clear, and Blizzard was great for that. Then there was a period of time where everything shifted over to her Q build, where everyone just focus on just fire that Q, and it can be kind of a machine gun. You can just do tons of single target damage in that regard. But I always thought she was a more, at least for my style, better when it came to the Blizzard. Well, Blizzard, not the ability, the developer, decided, let's change some things about it. Let's make it where you don't have to choose the ability that makes it where it has 3 waves, where it's, let's just put that into the base kit, but we'll kind of nerf it a bit. Well, this kind of made it where everyone was doing the Q build instead, because they didn't think it was that strong. Well, recently at Gamescom, she received a rework that made it where they took out one of her most important abilities, her Ice Block, which it used to be you could pick that up like here early on and be able to keep yourself alive. That was another ability she had, was Ice Block. It was insane on top of all those. And they had it at 20. Well, Blizzard decided, let's take that out of 20 and let's instead do something that some people have been asking for, which is a quest where if you do this much damage to enemies, you can unlock this very powerful ability, which is an incredible design choice. I love it. I find it funny that they put Bolt of the Storm back in here for her. Now, it's not like the other Bolts of the Storm where they have a nice distance. This has a very short distance. It says, a short distance and shield nearby enemies. But you're mainly going to be using it to try and get away. So, also they rebuffed Water Elemental to make it a bit stronger than it was before. So, besides, seeing how it looks with this skin is awesome. So they've changed some things, and she went through a talent rework recently, which I think has made her even better. So let's take a look at the new Dreadlord Jaina in action.
Vanquish the weak.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on Volskaya Foundry.
You ready to rock some faces off, bro?
The friendly team, Jaina, ETC, Alarak. Excuse me. Just recently aged. Sorry about that. Alarak, Vala, Lucio versus Zul'jin, Junkrat, Rexar, Tracer, and Karazim. So, I'm obviously a little worried about some of those, but that's why I'm very incentivized to unlock my Ice Block. But we have a very balanced comp over here. I like either Lingering Chill or Fingers of Frost. There is not many, or I don't believe there are many regen globes on this map, so I think I may want to go with Lingering Chill to increase the duration of my chill effect from 4 seconds to 6 to give me more opportunities to be able to pull off my quest. And hey, it does count with Misha as well. So whatever, that extra damage can also be applied to Misha. So that gives me more opportunities to be able to complete my fast even faster, which against a comp like this is very important. So this may be a bad idea, me, unfortunately, this Tracer is like, ooh, nice! Oh, and there it is!
You knew that already. Sorry.
Ugh, Tracer being able to have her ult at the very beginning of the game is so ridiculous. A Tracer that's like, oh, I'm just gonna go solo lane against a Jaina. I'm a solo lane Tracer. Even though I'm not meant for wave clear and soaking. I guess it's my own fault for deciding I'll go to the same lane that a Tracer is at. Can be a little more cautious here. Looks like the entire enemy team is down there. Or up there, excuse me. I'm the one that's down here.
We've redesigned our tree glove protectors for combat in the Nexus. Prepare to begin field testing.
Feed my hunger.
I have him trapped if someone who wants to help take advantage of that. The fact that he couldn't run back without being risking getting caught there.
Tree glove.
But nope, I guess not.
Take control of it to pilot the mech.
Select the talent.
Wow.
Better.
Alright. We're gonna go with, oh my goodness. Arcane Intellect to help myself get mana. And usually if I take Fingers of Frost at level 1, I would have taken the Frost Armor. But I need a way to help myself get mana back because Jaina is quite mana hungry. Oh my goodness. Our ETC is just barely alive.
Resorting to violence.
Oh man.
Yes. Serve the Legion.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and sippy cup here, try and get myself both mana and health back. I'm only focusing Misha because I'm trying to stack up my ability damage to try and unlock my ice block even faster. I would love to use my blizzard here. And unfortunately, the enemy team has already completed this objective here. Oh my goodness.
The field test is
But then again, this does give me an opportunity to focus on them and for my quest. Oh, there we go. We were able to pull that off there. That extra damage there, we were able to apply. And unfortunately, our ETC got taken down very quickly.
Feed my hunger.
I have hardly any mana. And now a spellcaster, no mana means no ability and no abilities and no damage.
Yes. Serve the Legion.
And the Tracer is soaking the lane.
You thought of that?
Again, why is the Tracer soaking lane when she has hardly any wave clear?
test concluded. Now,
I was gonna go soak top lane, but when I see this many bodies down here, this just means I have more opportunities to complete my quest faster. There we go, like what I just did on that Zul'jin right there.
I have such plans for you.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm dead because that Tracer is about to hit me with. Oh, I think the Alarak just saved me. Oh my goodness. Whoo. Okay. At level 7, I'm actually going to take Ice Flows to increase the width of my Cone of Cold by 100% and cause each shield hero to reduce the cooldown. My goodness. Oh my gosh.
I believe in you.
Wow. The Misha stunned me and then the Lucio No, not the Lucio. The Tracer was able to get one more auto attack on me. Oh, because she took Untouchable, of course. One of those Tracer players that decides I'm going to take Untouchable because I'm so cocky and confident in my play that I know I'll be able to stay alive the whole time. Trying to focus the Rexar. They got him. But look at the width of my Cone of Cold now. Look at that.
I've got a good feeling about this.
Amazing.
Alright, so we got the Tracer. Got rid of her stacks. Very nice. Their Kharazim is soaking bottom lane, and no one is countering that. It's real sad when you see no one soaking a lane, knowing that you're missing out on XP because someone decided not to do that. Ugh. Hi, Misha. I have a sippy cup available, but I'm worried someone's going to come up here and try to gank me.
An access
There we
area
go.
will be online in a moment.
On the way.
Alright, well, we're very close to our ults. There we go. I'm going to take Water Elemental because this actually is going to help me be able to try and complete my quest even faster.
Take control of it.
And there's the Tracer. And, well, I'm dead, so I'm just going to have it focus on... You know, I can control it while I'm dead, so there is that. I want to have it focus on the Tracer, but of course it got killed very quickly. And you notice that a lot of times people will just take their time to get to this objective. They don't really care or think it's important. What did our... Oh, Mosh Pit, but he didn't get the Tracer in there, unfortunately. That's the one we really have to take down. The Tracer is like the only one that concerns me. Man, if I could just unlock my ice block, that won't be much of a problem anymore. What just happened there with the amount of health I lost. Not to mention the Tracer here with her ult. There we go. Now we have control here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Any damage that my elemental does apply to my quest here. Oh my gosh, that mine knocked me all the way over here.
Best this realm could offer.
I didn't hit anyone with my blizzard, but sometimes you just do that just to try and do a bit of zoning. Alright, I'm gonna sippy cup here to try and get ourselves back into this. Oh my gosh, I walked right into that.
Oh, I hate resorting to violence.
Ugh. See if we can get the Kharazim here. There we go. We got him. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's have see if we can defend this. I may actually just stay right here. Just try and stay on there while my teammates focus on the lane and holding them off. They can push the lane while I just sit here and try and cap the objective.
I've got a good feeling about this.
I'm at 14. I'm so close to finishing my quest. And there we go. I finished my quest, and now I have my ice block available, ready to go.
The protector is waiting for you.
You know, something I've also noticed about this map is that no one ever wants to get into this thing. No one ever wants to get into it. Let me get into it just to try and see what I can do about showing what it's like. Obviously, it's not really anything much. There we go. I'm gonna go with Ice Barrier here. I took a long time to pick that, I know. But that's now going to give me shields whenever I do damage to an enemy hero that is chilled. There we go.
I'll play alone.
Whew. Alright, let me take a moment here. Just kind of collect myself. Alright. Let me see if I can go over here and get this here. Jaina actually can be pretty good with that, all that frostbite damage at getting siege camps here. I wonder how much stronger these camps will be when the changes come about to mercenary camps.
We are in the groove.
I mentioned that, and that's, you know, mainly for like the more common camps. But what about these new camps on this new map?
For the Nazrazim.
Good thing about the water elemental is that it's only got like a 60-second cooldown, so you can be able to use it quite often. And I love that I can be able to target almost anything I want with it. Huh.
That is not acceptable.
Yes.
Ah!
Better.
Woo!
A new strategy.
Thank
is
you,
in order.
ETC. Give him a little heart as a thank you. His stun is pretty. I think it's what kept me alive because I was certain Tracer was gonna blink in and kill me, but he was basically able to help keep me alive there. Woo! Let's see if I can grab this turret camp. Although we are trying to. Let me see if I can actually go down here and help Soak to get us to 16 because they have 16, we do not, and that is pretty bad.
As the witch lord decrees.
I'm getting another terminal ready for you.
See those extra shields I got from being able to hit them with my ability?
Time to choose a talent.
Alright, level 16, we are now going to go with Snowstorm. Not the typical talent or the go-to talent for many people, but I've always liked the extra radius. I feel like that can be able to do a lot.
I'll play
I'm grabbing this turret because I think it can help us here with this objective here. Unfortunately, our Alarak is getting wiped right now. I probably should have been there, unfortunately. There we... Oh, unfortunately, the Divine Palm kept him alive.
Okay, that got a little.
There we go.
Be thankful I killed you quickly.
Killing spree.
I have my ice block up, ready to go. Let's see whether or not they are gonna try and regain just. They did lose their Zul'jin and their Tracer. Ah, the Junkrat knocked me away. No one is holding this. Ah, I just missed
Rise and kill.
hitting the Tracer with that.
Devious.
ice block is right now the only thing that's gonna keep me alive here. And unfortunately, I died before I could drop my blizzard on top of the Rexar there. Seeing a lot of Tracer in quick match lately. I'm not really sure why. Is this just a thing that happens? You get your friends in and then you play Tracer and show off or something? Leading in hero damage right now. Of course, that's also taking into consideration that I've also been hitting Misha a lot, and that does count, so... Oh! Not able to hit... Oh my goodness, my health! Why is my health all of a sudden gone so fast? Wow! And I'm dead! The Tracer... Wow! I didn't realize that thing did that much damage. Apparently I was doing it completely wrong when I took over. This Tracer player is like... knows everything about everything. Wow. My health went down so fast there just now. Or did I misread that? I don't know. Wow. I even used my ice block there, which only has a 40-second cooldown, which is great. But wow, that Tracer was able to do a lot of damage with that mech. I cannot believe I got focus fired that quickly.
Push the protector to its limit. Well done.
Wow, this Junkrat player just making everyone fly everywhere with his mines. And we already have catapults pushing in the bottom lane. And right now my team is fighting. Wow, look at all the damage I just got. All the health I just lost. And look at this Tracer. I'm gonna push the lane, even though I am not a lane push character. Because I'm a Tracer.
I need to pull back.
Got to check. I think there is a group on the enemy team.
I've got a good
I wonder if the Tracer and the Junkrat are in the group together. Look at this. So they're going to try and push up here. Maybe even grab this camp here. Oh my gosh. Look at this Karazim. He's also being ridiculously aggressive. Wow. And... oh, okay. There we go. Oh! Oh! He just barely mistimed it. Oh my goodness. Look at this team. Look at how they are just like being so ridiculously over-aggressive. Guillotine and Buzzsaw. Used to never see this taken. Now apparently it's everywhere. Now apparently every Zul'jin player takes Guillotine and Buzzsaw.
You've unlocked a talent.
Drives me nuts.
A protector is almost ready. Access is
And the
available
Tracer
when
just
ready.
dives in, gets the immediate kill. I can see what some people say when they talk about how they think Tracer is just as much of a detriment to the game as Genji and Garrosh are.
Control the terminal.
Now keep in mind, I used to love playing Tracer when she first came out, but I'll save that for when we get to Tracer in this playthrough.
This was always
Well, I think we pretty much have no shot of getting this, and look at that. There's the trap. They're just waiting for us, because they're just doing everything on the map right now. And we're doing, you know, we only have 3 up. We're just defending. We can't do anything. And look, the Junkrat's coming over here, and he wants to steal the camp. I want her to hit me with that, so that, like, I know you're there. I saw you waiting. You think I don't have eyes? I saw you there.
I must know how much damage the protector can do. Do not hold back.
And there's the Karazim. He's trying to flank.
Your core is under attack.
My goodness. What happened there? Wait. So, if Tracer hits me with her bomb, but then melee attacks me, and that somehow just killed me. Oh my gosh.
They're attacking your core. Look out!
Oh, wow.
But your keep has been destroyed.
I don't... How... Who takes get stuffed? Wow, this Tracer player is that cocky and confident that they believe they can just run in and melee you that often and just blink away and get away. This is why I couldn't stand Tracer in Overwatch also. Again, just Overwatch heroes are just a detriment to Heroes of the Storm. And I loved playing Tracer. Not anymore, not since they nerfed her into the ground, but hey, apparently not, because this guy just showed that, hey, Tracer is still great. Oh my goodness. Yep, I was right. The Tracer was in a party with the Karazim and the Rexar. Not the Junkrat. But definitely the Karazim and the Tracer. Yep, that's a deadly duo. Oh my goodness, that Tracer. I was never, ever fond of these melee attacks. This melee build, I never thought it was good. That it was capable of being a good build. But apparently I'm dead wrong on this. Wow. I kept wondering how is it the bomb kept going off immediately. I don't think I've ever seen a Tracer player take this. Is this the new meta? Is this what you take now? I don't know. Anyway. Back to Jaina, since that's who this video is about. Sorry. Players like that get me salty. So, as you can see, decent damage. Unfortunately, I feel like I wasn't able to fully, make my point today because of this ridiculous comp and this Tracer in this group here. What level is this Tracer? Oh, 1436. Oh, look at that. He's Master in Hero League and Team League. And for some reason, the game decided to match him up against me. Or match me up against this guy. Maybe because I made it to Diamond? I don't... Wow. Wow. I cannot believe it decided to match this guy against me. Or rather, match me against this guy. So, the build I went with today, Lingering Chill, Arcane Intellect, Ice Flows, Summon Water Elemental, Ice Barrier, Snowstorm, and Winter Mute. But, very interchangeable build. I like Fingers of Frost at level 1 to give me more mana regen as well as more Frostbite bonus damage. I like Frost Armor at level 4, which probably would have helped. being able to get physical armor, but that only counts against one basic attack, which of course Tracer just makes just, you know, obsolete. But they get chilled when they attack me, so that may have helped. Ice Fury Wand is a very interesting choice to lower the cooldown of Blizzard and basically deal 75% bonus damage. But I feel like, you know, I mean, like I said, very interchangeable talents at 1, 4, and 7. Obviously, Ring of Frost still very viable. Cast range for Stormfront, if you're going up against range like Chromie or Sergeant Hammer, very good as well. And any of these, Northern Exposure to lower their armor, Numbing Blast to root them, all very viable choices. Deep Chill as well is also a very good choice. There's so much variety with Jaina right now, and she's just very, very strong right now, and I love the rework they gave her, and think that she is in a fantastic spot right now. So that was Jaina. Up next, we're going to be taking a look at Johanna, one of the most stalwart tanks in the game. She received some changes recently to, I guess, make her more of a damage hybrid warrior, but really, to me, she still is just the I'm gonna tank everything you throw at me, and there's nothing you can do about it. But, you know, maybe I gotta really learn what the new build is. I don't know, so I'm not really sure about this new Johanna, but I'll talk more about that later when we come back. Stay tuned.